Welcome back to a new post today. Today let's discuss the impact of India suspending the Indus Water Treaty with Pakistan until Pakistan deals with cross-border terrorism. What exactly will be the impact of suspending the Indus Water Treaty or releasing of water with Pakistan on the basis of this treaty which India and Pakistan had signed in 1960? So briefly, this Indus Water Treaty of 1960 is a water sharing agreement between India and Pakistan signed in Karachi in September 1960, and it was brokered by the World Bank, and it divides the tributaries of Indus and its tributaries into the western and the eastern rivers. The western rivers, which are Indus, Jhelum and Sindh, now are allocated to Pakistan, and the eastern rivers, which include Ravi Basin, Satluj, are given to India for unrestricted use. Let me tell you that the treaty cannot be unilaterally suspended by either party. It says that the treaty can only be changed or suspended unless another treaty is ratified duly by both the parties together, and this is in Article 12 of the treaty itself. So what exactly is the impact of suspension of this treaty by India? Now, India, in the aftermath of the Pahalgam terrorist attack, with the responsibility of which was taken by the Resistant Front, which killed 26 tourists in Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir, India decided that the Indus Water Treaty of 1960 now will be held in abeyance until Pakistan does not deal with cross-border terrorism. This implicitly means actually that the Indus Water Treaty will cease to operate, and it will not be working presently. But can the treaty be unilaterally suspended by India? No, it cannot. Article 12 of the Indus Water Treaty clearly says that the treaty shall continue to be in force until terminated by a duly ratified treaty concluded for this purpose by both the governments of India and Pakistan, and neither India or Pakistan can unilaterally seize the treaty by themselves. Now, some of the analysts say that India has an option under the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties to revoke the treaty, but however, India is not a signatory to the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties. Pakistan is a signatory, but it has not ratified the convention. The other ways of dealing with the treaty is that India can raise the issue. The issue can be raised at the World Bank. It can also be taken to the Permanent Court of Arbitration or the International Court of Justice in The Hague, alleging that Pakistan can take India to these bodies, alleging that India has violated this treaty or even the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaty, and also Pakistan can raise the issue in the United Nations Security Council as well. Now, stopping the treaty has some impact on both India and Pakistan. Let's see some of the points on them. India can stop sharing the water flowing data with Pakistan. It can also flush the reservoirs, and there will be no hydroproject design on the rivers, on the eastern rivers which go to Pakistan as well. India can withhold the release of water and cause droughts and floods in Pakistan. Let me tell you that Pakistan is dependent on the eastern flow of the rivers of the Jhelum, and it is a backbone for agriculture, it is a backbone for irrigation, it is a backbone for electricity, and also for domestic consumption as well. However, the impact of the flow of water in Pakistan will intensify. The impact of the lack of flow of water in Pakistan will intensify the interprovincial water disputes already in Pakistan between existing Punjab and Sindh. Now, there are 6 canals that are being constructed in the Cholistan region by Sindh, and Punjab has raised criticisms towards this. So these issues will now escalate in Pakistan. Apart from that, India requires major infrastructure project to actually stop the water flow from Pakistan. If you look at the projects of India in Jammu and Kashmir and the Punjab region, we do not have the capacity or the infrastructure to hold back so much of water by preventing it to flow into Pakistan. So therefore, we will need more of infrastructure. Existing hydroelectric power projects on the western rivers include Kashin Ganga, Ratle, Salal, the Nimu, Basgud, the Baglihar Dam, etc. on the Indus, Jhelum and the Chenab rivers. So India utilizes this not only for irrigation and electricity generation, but also also for flood control as well. We do not have the capacity to hold back this water, so therefore this does not seem to be a very realized solution, or actually a very ideal solution of stopping the water flow to Pakistan. India lacks the massive storage infrastructure to hold back the volumes of flow during the high flows region. It can regulate the flow during the dry season and the monsoon season. It can stop the flow a little bit during the dry season, therefore causing drought in Pakistan, and it can increase the flow during the monsoon season, causing floods in Pakistan as well. Now, India, on the basis of this, India is definitely going to take the repercussions from its neighbors as well. China may cite the suspension of the Indus Water Treaty in favor of not renewing the MOU on water sharing data on Brahmaputra. China is already building structures in the Sangpo River on the Tibetan region. China may intensify these steps. It can also regulate the flow by stopping the flow during the dry season and increasing the flow during the wet season, causing drought and floods in India as well. Now, Bangladesh can also cite the same concerns with regard to Teesta and the Ganga Water Treaty as well. So this will definitely have a effect on the neighboring country relations with regard to India and Nepal on the Kosi River, India and Bangladesh on the Ganga and the Teesta River, India and China on the Brahmaputra River as well. Apart from that, we also see that China may now we know that China is an all-weather friend of Pakistan, and therefore China may support Pakistan and do the same to India. Bangladesh can also cite reasons with regard to the Ganga River and the Teesta River as well. Countries may become very cautioned while dealing with India on water sharing issues. They might become now critical points of diplomacy. Nepali population also will be cautioned by the water related agreements with New Delhi. Sri Lanka is also now talking of treading very carefully while signing agreements with India. Definitely this will also lead to water wars, which we may call in future. So the base of the water wars is nothing but this. So morally, ethically, definitely stopping the whole water flow to Pakistan or regulating it and increasing the flow during the monsoonal season, decreasing the flow during dry season, punishing other normal civilians for the wrongs of few people is not right. There are very other ways of dealing with terrorist issues and not actually targeting people. It's the same thing what Israel is doing. It's stopping aid to the people, it's stopping food to the people, causing famine-like conditions for the death of Palestinians, and it is morally responsible to that. So because of the Hamas, it is responsible for the death of many civilians and also the economic plight of many civilians. India will also be held morally responsible. That too, there will be no difference between what the Russians, the Israel and India are doing. It is also going to have a big repercussion on our neighboring and future deals that India is going to sign now. Water being a critical component, especially, and now during we are situated in the tropical country, in the tropical zone. Because of climate change, water woes are definitely going to increase. Monsoons are already they are not the same every year, so they are very variable. This will increase the plight of the variable nature of the monsoon will definitely increase the demand for more water, and we have inter-country and interstate rivers. The demand for water will increase, and these disputes are going to arise, especially keeping in mind the nature of the step which India has taken with regard to Pakistan. So these were the few repercussions, which India will have, the decision of India will have in Pakistan, and also the diplomatic relations with other country. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment at the end of the video. I shall see you in my new post. Until then, it's very happy learning.